I'm going shopping. Who wants to come with me? Now, when I say I'm going shopping, I mean I'm going for the weekly food and provisions, which isn't always an easy task when you're a foreigner with Western tastes living in Thailand. But I've lived here for a long time, so I know where to go.
Back your own country if you not like it.
Some would say. But I do like it, so I'm staying. Now, I normally cook Western food just like a mama used to make. Or as I would say from where I come from,
just like me mum used to make.
So why not join me on a tour of all the little supermarkets that I go to for my weekly provisions and find out what it's like for an expat to shop in a Thai supermarket. Weekly shopping list. Onions, tomatoes, carrots, mushrooms, red cabbage, mayo, mustard, butter, parmesan, bacon, chicken wings, prawns, beef, salmon, scallops, the wife loves scallops, spam, tuna, sausages, canned tomatoes, spaghetti, milk, bread, McVitie's digestive biscuits, and 2 litres of sake. That's for our pre-dinner drinks. Don't judge. It's good for you and you don't get hangovers. Let's go shopping! My mode of transport to get to the supermarket is usually a motorbike taxi, or as they say in Thailand, motosai. They're very safe, and in the 30 years I've been in Bangkok, I've never had a problem. They're usually quite helpful. They come when I whistle them, and it only takes 5 minutes to get to the supermarket, so it's very convenient. I've been coming to Foodlands for many years now, and the staff know me quite well, and I think they would say I'm a babababo farang, meaning crazy foreigner. Farang is a slightly impolite term which literally means guava, the fruit that grows from bird poo. Here's a fun example. Farang, welcome foreigner, we can speak English. But I've always believed that they call us Farang because guava fruit is white. And before I came here, people used to call me a pom, which is an apple, so I've changed from an apple to a guava. Who gives a fruit? Unless, of course, you're one of those politically correct types. My first stop when I come here is to this place, which is the Japanese Korean market. It's very small, but it's got lots of things here. One of the reasons there's a little Japanese market here is because the Thais love all things Japanese, as do I. This is where I get my sake. That's like 520 baht. Not bad. There's a large selection of alcohol, different sakes, sojo, jinro, plum wine, and canned drinks that look like they're for the kids, but they're not. They also have a range of condiments plus the best seaweed, ready-made curries, just add meat and veg, but watch out for the MSG. Then there's noodles, lots of noodles for ramen, and dessert and chocolate, including green tea Kit Kat, very popular with the Thais. Moving on to next door. This is the wine market. Wadika, Sabaidi. Good, good. Let's have a quick look around.
Ice fine dry.
When it comes to beer, now this is interesting because if you, like me, enjoy Boddington's beer, you can't get it. Used to sell it many years ago, but not now. And they stopped selling it because it just got so expensive. But this is interesting. This is made in Thailand, riceberry beer. And that's about the nearest you can get to English bitter. And at 49 baht, just over £1, that's not bad going. But you can get lots of bitters in the microbreweries, there's lots of them around. Then we're into the vegetable section, weird and wonderful things. lemons, or limes I should say, and limes, the best ones to buy are these down here. Apart from the fact that they're big buggers, they're seedless and very juicy. Just look for the smooth skin, that's the trick. Now moving on, I don't know where I'm going. This is a Thai selection of sausages and stuff, very interesting. I spotted this one. I am food, Chinese sausage. Well, you can never be too sure, you know. That is shredded pork. This is quite nice, crispy pork. Quite nice, it's kind of like a crisp that tastes porkish. Over here, century eggs, black on the outside and green on the inside, but they're very, very nice with pickled ginger especially. If you're brave enough, you should try it because they really are lovely. Well, at least I like them. Foodlands has got pretty much everything for your weekly needs and for your cats and dogs needs as well. So let's do a whistle stop tour and check it out. The deli area has got a nice selection of cheeses, and they even have pecorino and parmesan, but the parmesan is an original Thai copy. If you like sausages, there's a lot of them, but most of them are the processed type, though they do have a nice chorizo. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I was talking about tripe. Well, be very careful, because you can get tripe in Thailand, but you've got to be careful. I'll explain. Now, those two might look like tripe when you first see them, but in actual fact, that is the skin of chicken feet. This is inflatable pig. Okay, we've got tripe. No, we haven't. So 435 baht for river prawns, which ain't bad, but these ain't good today. I'm picking the prawn now. Now I'll explain. This is not a good prawn because if you can see, the head is coming off. Check the eyes. The eyes are caved in. They should be sort of quite bright and shiny. And the texture is soft. It should spring back, it should be firm. The smell is not so bad, but this has been around for a while, so I'm going to go with something else. On the other hand, that Tasmanian salmon looks pretty good, 950 baht for a kilo. You can't complain. One thing always to be careful with when you're shopping is when you're buying chicken or anything, any kind of meat really, and again, this is why they think I'm a weirdo, because I always insist on smelling the meat before it goes in the bag, so whatever. They can think me as stupid as they want, but I'm still around, and I haven't had food poisoning, touch wood, for a long time. Now, one of the interesting things is that Thais are not very fond of lamb at all. They don't even like the smell of it, but you can get lamb, Australian lamb tenderloin, and other kinds of lamb. An ostrich fillet, surprise, surprise, put another shrimp on the barbie. Tuna, again, not the best in the world, but it is tuna, I think, can never be too sure. Scallops, again, can't be sure if it's the real thing. Some surprises, they've actually got frog's legs, and of course no self-respecting Englishman would go without English pork sausages made in Thailand. And here's one that every good Englishman cannot live without: HP sauce. Now that's my shopping done here, so now I'm off to Big C, which is conveniently next door to Foodlands. We're going into Big C now.
Hello, I know we'll take the picture.
Well, I think that about says it all. I'll go home then. The whole lot comes to around about 3,000 to 3,500 baht, which is £1 to around 40 baht. So you do the math, okay? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little shopping trip. I look forward to hearing from you. It means a lot to me. I mean, as long as a lot of you are not mean to me. You know what I mean? All this was filmed on my hand phone, recorded and edited on really cheap equipment, and I wrote and composed all the music myself. Till the next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye!
That's it, boss.